Well, artificial intelligence is transforming multiple industries, and now none more so than ChatGPT. The AI-powered chatbot generates responses based on user inputs, such as help with homework or writing poems. ChatGPT has a major tech giant Google worried as it poses a direct threat to its multi-billion-dollar search engine business. So what exactly is it, and why has it got some so concerned? Professor Rocky Scoppoliti is a futurologist and he joins me now live. Professor, good to see you. Thank you so much for joining us today. So how exactly does this work?
Pleasure to be part of the program, Danica. Look, if we begin with just trying to understand artificial intelligence, which really just refers to the development of computer systems that can perform tasks that typically require human intelligence, such as visual perception, speech recognition, decision-making, language translation. And it involves creating algorithms and statistical models that enable computers to learn and make predictions or decisions with limited human intervention. Now, ChatGPT is an advanced language model that has the potential to revolutionise the way we interact with artificial intelligence. And so the model is trained on large data sets and text that can generate human-like texts, answer questions, perform other natural language processing tasks. And so the future of ChatGPT and other similar models is promising and expected to bring significant disruption to many industries.
Well, it's revolutionary, as you said, and as it certainly has been labelled. So how can people use this then in their everyday lives, or even if you've got a business?
Yeah, so one of the things that I think we just need to just consider is about learning, because there's been quite a lot of recent commentary around, the disruption in terms of the way that we learn. But we really need to make a careful distinction between making information accessible, as we did with the printing press back in the 15th century, the telecommunications or the internet, and getting artificial intelligence to think or learn for us. Now, ChatGPT, is a tool for accessing information for us to learn, not a replacement for it. It won't disrupt learning. It will augment it, just like a calculator did for us, just like the Oxford Dictionary did for us, just like Google did for us. It's another tool to help us access and process information.
And we've seen a lot of organisations already using ChatGPT. What does it mean, though, for people's jobs? I mean, could it leave people out of work?
Yeah, well, I wrote a great article on this week, is that there's two parts to this story. And the first is we've got to think about what jobs will it create, because if we look back in history, all new technological innovations created a plethora of new jobs that are with us today. And yes, it will absolutely disrupt some jobs where tasks can be performed much more efficiently or automated by the technology. So the answer is yes, it will displace some jobs, no doubt about that, but it'll create more jobs than what it's going to displace. Now, in a climate here, Danica, where the number one issue facing Australia is our skills shortages that are impacting all industries, technology, science, space, renewable energy, all of these major new industries that have got significant skills shortfalls. This technology has the capability to turn that around.
Is it expensive, something like this?
Well, it's only in pilot. We kind of don't really know that at this stage. And I think that the fact that it's come on so fast, I think, is what's kind of created, let's just say, a lot of hysteria around this. For example, it took about 150 days for Spotify to reach 1 million users, about 75 days for Instagram to reach 1 million users. ChatGPT, 5 days. And wow. So it's kind of caught, I think, a lot of industries and leaders by surprise over the summer. because all of the use cases and how we can use and apply this technology really haven't been figured out. And it's not until all of the next generation of innovation that comes over the top in using this new technology emerges will we really know how to price it. There's been a pilot of a variety of these kinds of technologies that are free for participants in the pilot. And we've heard quite a lot about that recently about OpenAI, which is probably the one gaining a lot of the attention at the moment.
So in your view then, is this the way of the future?
Oh, look, it can be used, let's be clear, like any new technology. It can be used for both good purposes and bad purposes. But like any other tool, it depends on how it's used and the intentions of the users. So for example, ChatGPT can be used to improve customer service by providing quick and accurate responses to our inquiries. On the other hand, it can be used to spread misinformation or engage in malicious activities like impersonation or phishing. So I think we've got a long way to go to really address a lot of those issues to minimise any of the potential harm that might come from them. And this is why I think it's so important that our political leaders do look at regulation in a lot more detail around this emerging technology than perhaps we've done before in the past.
Well, it's no doubt it's created a bit of chatter at the moment, this developing AI technology, but very interesting nonetheless. Professor Rocky Scopoliti, good to speak with you. Thank you for joining us.
Pleasure, Danica.